The
Hi there, did you see
Jankadet
that
walked
over here? I
1,000
live at
meters into
Diani
the
Beach,
Indian
Kenya.
Ocean
This is
so
the place I
peaceful yet
choose
so
to live.
dangerous.
Out of all the cities on the planet, I am very comfortable over here. For me to be able to shoot this, stars had to line up. You see how clear and blue the sky is? Yeah, we have not been having clear skies for like about 6 months. For the sky to look like that, perfect. And then also I had to look at the Diani tide chart for me to be here at exactly 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, that doesn't happen either. So you can't get the sun and the chart saying 1 o'clock low tide Diani Beach. Never. So it took me about 2 months to plan this right here. That's why it's going to be somehow of a long video, but bear with me. You will enjoy this and you will learn something. So you see all this green stuff you see on the ground over here? That is not grass. That is seagrass, seaweed, and sea moss, okay? And they're all thriving very well because the sun came out to play, and it's been coming out to play for a couple of days now. So all the greenery is actually surviving. You see the white patch way at the back over there? That is the beach. So that means I am way like about 1,000 meters towards the ocean on the corals in what we call the reef. The reef is actually growing towards the ocean. And you see where the waves end, or where the white waves end, and then you see the blue sea? That is the deep sea. It's like I'm standing on a cliff, and if you stand at the edge over there and look straight down, you will see straight down, like maybe 50 meters to 1,000 meters, straight down into the ocean. And then this is the reef, this is the corals right here. It looks like you can actually play football over here, but it's not a good idea because corals are not to play with. They're very jagged, very rough. You can't even walk there with no shoes, okay? So you just have to understand what's going on over here. So right now the tide is beginning to come back because that's how fast when it reaches low tide, it starts coming. You see the water is beginning to come back. So in about a couple of hours, this whole place is going to be underwater. So where I'm standing at right now will be about 30 feet underwater. 30 feet underwater. That's like almost 15 meters underwater. Right now where we're standing right here, where it looks like it's dry, nope, that's the bottom of the ocean right there, fellas. Let me just let you know. So the tide is coming in, and every 10th tide is a big wave that dumps a whole bunch of water. So basically you have to be very careful. You have to look at where the beach is, and you have to really be aware that you see behind me over there, you have to be aware of where you are, because in a second all this water can be dumped over there and you'll be forced to swim to that place. So as much as beautiful as this place is, water is not to play with. See how much water is coming in, okay? The water, every 10 waves, it's like a big chunk of water that just shows up.
Crazy.
And if you don't pay attention, you'll be standing underwater here in a minute. So it's very dangerous.
When
but
I say crazy,
that's part of the whole deal. That's what I'm telling you, you gotta learn something every day. So I'm standing at the reef over here, and I'm looking at the waves coming in. This is the most peaceful. The waves sounding so loud. It's the most beautiful place to be. It's the most peaceful place to be. It's the most dangerous place to be. At the same time, it is the most phenomenal place to be. That's why it took me 2 months to plan this trip over here, and it's actually worked out pretty good. So that's what's going on over here. So I'm just showing you around. I'm showing you the corals. I'm showing you the green patch. Look at the sun was beaming down. That was a beautiful day. And when you look at all these little caves and holes that are happening on the ground, the water is actually seeping through them. So whenever you're walking here, you have to be very careful and look down where you're walking, okay? See, like these kids right here, I had to stop over here because these kids are doing something really dangerous. The mom was standing right there. See how the water is hitting and going through that big cave-looking hole? Look at what this boy is doing. Completely dangerous, because the water can come up with so much force, knock him out, you know? Get the wind out, hit the wind out of him, knock him out, he falls in that hole. Then when the water is going back into the ocean, sucks him in and throws him into the ocean over there while slapping him around all over the corals, and then the corals are jagged and everything, they can be cutting him up. And I just stood around to help the mom because the mom was screaming at these kids, telling them not to do that, but you know, kids are always kids, they don't listen. So she really appreciated me being there, giving her another set of eyes on these kids, see what they're doing. Anyway, it was a beautiful day. Enjoy yourself. Peace.